Hi, everybody. Lisa Thorne here, Holistic Life Coach. I just wanted to talk today about letting go of control. People are like, how can I let go? And even if you realize like you're holding on too tight, sometimes it's really tough to know how to even let go. So letting go of control comes from really recognizing what you can even control. We tend to want to control things. We keep a short leash on stuff. We plan, we overplan, we organize. We, don't let any room for error, any room for the unknown to slip in. Generally, because we want to feel safe, we want to feel in control. Those are the reasons behind why we do it. It's to help ourselves feel better in the world, but oftentimes it ends up making us feel more stressed and more out of control because we're trying to control things that aren't in our control. So I wonder how many times I'm going to say the word control in this video, right? So the things we cannot control, the things that are out of our reach, out of our hands, are those things that are external from us. Okay. It's other people. It's what they say. It's their reactions. It's their, it's their actions. It's what they do. It's what they don't do. We don't have any say in any of that. We don't have any control. We can talk until we're blue in the face. We cannot control other people. Okay. Any more than we can control the moon or the stars. We just can't. Okay. It's other events. It's things that happen that are rather unexpected in our external environment. It could be a car accident. It could be a traffic jam. It could be that you can't find your shoe when you're trying to run out the door. All these things. And it does not mean that you just give up because you can't control any of those things. Okay. It doesn't mean you live in fear of all these things that are out of our control and things going wrong. And it by no means means that you're looking for things to go wrong. So we have a tendency in our primordial brains to look for the unexpected or threats, things that would make us have to defend ourselves. That's old stuff in our brains. But rather than living in the state of, preparation anxiety forever and ever and ever, instead learning to focus on what you can control, which is internal. Okay, what you can control, excuse me, are your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, your desires, your hopes, your dreams, right? Those are all things that are in your control. So if you're forever imagining the worst, you're creating an internal world that feels scary and a threat, right? Okay. So you can control that by changing that vision, changing that expectation, if you will. You can control your words. So these are the words you speak. They're also the words you think, the stories that you tell yourself. If you tell yourself that you're at risk, if you tell yourself you're a victim, if you tell yourself that these terrible, terrible things have happened to you and you are therefore now this way or this identity, those are all things you can change. Those are things that are in your control that you can change for the better. It takes time. It takes practice. That's a lot of mindset work. It's a buzzword that everybody is becoming very used to hearing, right? But it's true. That's really what that work is all about. And you can control your own actions and reactions, right? So when you're getting triggered by someone, oh, they just never do what I want them to do, or he never says what he's gonna, he never does what he says he's gonna do, or she, blah, blah, blah. Your reaction to that is within your control. So you're not trying to change them. What you're doing is you're controlling something that's in your control, which is, okay, he says he's going to do this thing. He may not do this thing. I therefore am going to be prepared so that I remain calm and at peace within myself, regardless of what he does or doesn't do, or she does or doesn't do, or says or doesn't say, right? That's the idea. That's the concept behind this. So you get to set these realistic expectations. That's really what this is all about. And you get to remain in control of your emotions to the greatest degree you can. And it's an ongoing work. You're always just reaching for that next better feeling, next better thought, next better emotion. But those are the things you can control. And it takes practice, but looking toward what you want and looking, not looking anymore at all those things that are out of your control will truly give you freedom, absolute freedom. This is the basis of all sorts of personal growth, evolution, self-help, self-care. The most authentic self-care you can give yourself is to really just focus on the things inside of you. Okay, that's what I have today. I'd love to hear what you think. Drop your comments below.